Hi folks, welcome back to another update to Darktide. So we finally heard back from them after mostly silence, but to be fair to them, they have been more active in the last, say, 2 weeks. Seems they've come out of their shells and they're admitting everything was a bit shit. You know, let's find out what they're doing, shall we? This one is actually quite exciting. At the moment, it is all on paper, but if they do go ahead with these plans, I think it will go a long way to helping rectify some of the problems that we've got going. So let's have a look, shall we? Okay, so they're updating the shrine basically, and how we loot, which is one of the biggest problems we've had so far. Okay, so the Emperor's Gift, which was occasionally received upon successful mission completion, will now be granted upon every mission completion without any limit by time, as was previously the case. In addition, the Emperor's Gift will be influenced by several factors: the difficulty of the chosen mission, and the conditions and side missions completed. So basically, whether you're picking up Grims and Scriptures, and how difficult the mission is. So this is basically how Darktide 2 did it, which I haven't got a problem with. You know, it's a good thing. And I'm glad that they're actually, you know, giving us a way to not target loot at this point, but at least have the ability to get loot, which there just wasn't before. They're improving contracts. So they're improving the quality of the weapons offered, and through the mystery acquisitions, because mystery acquisitions at this point is dog shit and I wouldn't waste your points on it. But, you know, it's always nice to know. And what else? Okay, now moving on to unlocking crafting. Shortly after the winter break, we re-evaluated the direction we were going in with crafting, which was nowhere. This set us up to ensure that any changes we made now in the short term would set us on the best possible path to and synergize with future features and content, which they basically just didn't have a plan. So let's look at the first major change. From the previous crafting implementation we discussed, blah blah blah, we made the decision, blah 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 blah, lots of waffle. So basically what they're doing is, instead of having to have a weapon to strip the blessing off of, when you unlock that blessing by having it on a weapon, it adds to a library so that you've got permanent access to it, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. So you don't have to have bags full of just random shit sitting around. But of course this isn't coming till the next patch. So Consecrate upgrades the rarity of the weapon and Curo. Upgrading Profane and Redeemed will cost Plastil, and after that Plastil and Unobtainium. Refine a perk on an item, blah blah blah. This perk was not chosen to be refined, will lead to the lockless weapon, so they're not doing anything for the refined perk, staying the same. Earn Blessing. Surrender the entire weapon to Hadron, thereby losing it in the process. Players can then select a blessing to earn the right to permanently re-bless other weapons. With the earned blessing, are shared across different weapon marks, blah blah blah. Re-bless. Players can choose to place a single blessing. So yeah, they're fixing the... I say fixing the crafting system. They're actually implementing the crafting system. As mentioned previously, the next patch to Darktide will include these changes to the crafting system and item acquisition. They'll continuously monitor feedback, blah blah blah. But yeah, you know, it's a good thing. And hopefully it will actually put us on the right path to like being able to get loot, because at the moment it's literally log in once an hour, look at the shop, then fuck off again. That isn't a great system. No matter how you look at it, it's a shit system. They did say somewhere that they are allowing us to buy what does it say? They're basically going to allow us to buy profane versions of all weapons once you've unlocked them. So you don't have to just hope for a, say like a bolt gun or a plasma gun to be in the shop to try it out and find out how disappointing it is. You can just make a profane version from the start. You can see the armory, blah, blah, blah. Completing the docket, players allowed to receive their own items. The store will say, blah, blah, blah. Boring, boring, boring. We will release new features in the armory. Okay, so a new feature in the armory where players can acquire any weapon type by its mark that has been unlocked by achieving the minimum level requirement. This will be made available in the next Darktide patch. Okay. Acquiring weapons through this new requisition system in the army will give players a common profane rarity weapon or of a varying item rating according to their character's current level. So it's still going to be, a shit shoot to see what you actually get, but you will be able to target weapons. So, I mean, if you wanted to spend all your money trying to get the highest level, like Kentrail Mark 12 or whatever, then you can. Further change the source of acquiring items to the Emperor's Gift. Yep, covered that. They're just basically they've taken what we've said about the dog shit state of affairs when it comes to loot in this game, and they're trying to rectify some of it. I still think there's going to be some room for improvement after this update. I don't think this is going to fix everything, but I think it's going a good way towards repairing just loot acquisition in the game, because there is none. There is no, like, even if it's just they add the profane weapons in, I don't care. I'd quite like that, so I can actually go, okay, I want this weapon, and I'm going to go grind materials in maps to be able to upgrade it and see how it is. I'm fine with that. I've been playing games for a long time. I don't mind the grind system. It's just at this point in time, there is no system to grind. It's all just random luck. And I'm quite frankly bored of the RNG game. But on a happier note, it is looking like they are moving in the right direction. Just at what speed will be, we don't know. Hopefully soon, but probably not. I wouldn't hold your breath. So, yeah, but until the next sort of update, that's it for now, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed my little ramble about what's going on. And I shall see you all for the next one. So until then, catch you later.